loud. Okay, I think we are rolling. As per usual, feel free to play whatever tunes make you happy. I will be working out in silence so that you guys can insert whatever music makes you feel good. Welcome, welcome. Pilates, core work, all that good stuff. All right. Am I too far from the camera or is this okay? I'm trying like new camera angles. We good? Okay, anyone can't see me well. You can let me know. Okay, awesome. So let's just take a second and stretch our arms up nice and tall and sit up really tall on your sit bones. Because you probably were doing this half the morning and you want to straighten up and make everything nice and long. And let's stretch one arm up and then the other. And take those arms to the top. Send them out nice and long. Let's just swing them a little bit, get some movement. Our shoulders, I know we're doing mostly abs, but we do like full planks and things, and let's take them on an angle. So we're basically giving ourselves all the hugs we're not allowed to have from other people because of social distancing. And let's take our arms down, take one arm up to the top of your head, slide out, stretch laterally. Feel stretch along your side. Gently come back up. Take the other arm up, slide out. Come on up. Let's take our arms behind us, clasping our hands. Stretch to take, to open up our shoulders. Let's clasp our hands in front of us and scoop in our bellies. And come back up to seated, roll those shoulders, shake it out, and let us migrate to our hands and knees. Reminders, knees over, glutes over knees, shoulders over wrists, spread the weight evenly between your hands, and let's gently wake up the body a little bit and feel that stretch in the abs as you come into a cat and then a rounding of the back. Just to wake up this region that we're gonna be working today. Okay, let's find ourselves back to a neutral place and take out one of our legs. I'm taking out my back leg and our front arm. And we're gonna start with just a gentle lower and raise, maintaining stability in the rest of ourselves and only moving through our limbs. Let's do 10 more. That was about 10. So we'll do 20 on each side. Hold that core nice and tight as you go. So it's getting your glutes as well, but we're also making sure that our core is supporting us. Let's hold that up, stretch long, think like someone was pulling your arm and leg away from each other, and gently lower. Take a second, find any movements you need in your body, if anything feels like it needs some adjusting. And now let's come back to a nice neutral position where our spine is not arched or rounded. Take the other leg out, other arm out, and we're gonna lower and lift again on this side. Same movement, holding that core really nice and tight as we engage and move the limbs. And we'll do 20 here as well. This is our halfway point, so halfway there, 10 more. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Let's hold it up. Think nice and long, like you are a rope that someone was pulling both ways, and gently lower it down. Awesome. Shake it out with your wrist for a moment. And we are going to come back to that position to do something else. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our opposite arm and leg out and then have them come under us at the knee. So this is another nice beginning core activation moment. So we're going to come out, cross in the middle, and take them out again. So you should really feel your core engage, especially as you get to this middle part. I'm breathing out as I come in, and then inhaling as I extend. I'm going to do a few more. Let's do 6 more on this side. And then we'll take a break and not do all 4 things right now because I know it's been a lot on our wrists. But we'll do the other side obviously first. Last one. And lower down. Let's just sit back for 1 second, give ourselves a rest. Shake out those wrists if you need. And let's come back to do the other side, same thing. Taking opposite arm and leg, opposite arm and leg out, and then having them meet and touch under ourselves. Make sure that your supporting arm is not locked. You don't want to like lock that elbow. You know, it's mostly straight, but it can have a little softness in it so that you're not straining. Again, exhale as you come in and contract. Inhale as you come out and recover. Let's do 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Let's take a really quick child's pose and then we'll come onto our backs. But sink back, let yourself rest on your heels. Keep those arms out nice and long, forehead resting on the mat. Cool. Gently come on up and let's take ourselves to, let's take ourselves to come on our backs. So we can just kind of lower down. We haven't done very much yet, so we don't have to make it into a whole ab exercise. So just take a second, come down here. Feel your body resting into the mat. Naturally, you're gonna have a curve right in your neck, so your neck has some space. Your lower back naturally has some space, and your shoulders should be, sinking into the mat as well. And as you do everything, you want to be conscious of really supporting yourself and not adding strain to your lower back. So reminder, I'm arching my back as an exaggerated thing. That puts strain on it. You never want to be there. You want to be in neutral. Or if neutral is a hard thing to determine, thinking about pressing into the mat is your little security, safety thing for your lower back. Cool. Let's take our legs into tabletop. And then let's take our arms and our chest up. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna breathe in for 5 and out for 5 while doing little beats with our arms. So this is our hundredths. Here we go. So at your own pace with your arms and breathe in for 5 counts and out for 5 counts. Again, at your own pace of the 5 so that you feel like it is natural with your breathing. Really fill up your air tank all the way through. Let your diaphragm expand. Let's do one more breath in and out, and then come to a relaxed position when you're ready. I'm gonna hug my knees in and just take a moment. We're gonna take our legs down for a moment, and we are going to, what do I wanna say? Actually, no, we're taking back up to tabletop, because that's where we need to be for this next thing. I don't know why I brought us down here, that was silly. Okay, come back up where we started, and what we're gonna do is send our hands back into the top as we also simultaneously bring a leg forward and then back. And we're keeping our leg at the same, like our foot at the same height as the leg that's not moving. And we're engaging our abs in this opposition where we are sending weight behind us and weight before us at the same time. A little bit of a lighter version would be just taking one arm back if you wanted to do that, or you can keep it with both. And make sure that you're getting your arms way back, because that's where the challenge comes from like that counterweight. Let's do two more. So one on each side twice. Last two, last one. Take those knees in, hug those in. Give yourself a quick little lower back massage. And now we're going to take ourselves up into like a nice turtle position. And then we're gonna take our arms out and then sweep them around and like reverse swimming to come back to that position. So we're going out and then back in. Up to you how low you want to take your legs. You only want to take them to where you can be in control. If you feel any discomfort in your lower back or that it's straining, just take the legs up higher. That should hopefully help. And that just means you want to work a little higher. Let's do 5 more. And 1. Whew, take that down. Take a second to rest. All right. Awesome. We are going to do a little bit of oblique stuff, and then we're going to change it up. So first we're going to do our bicycles. So again, here we're switching one leg then the other, and then with our torso, we're lifting up and to the side, really making sure that we're going to the side because that's where we engage the sides of our muscles. So you can use your hands to support your neck. And again, opposing arm as leg. Keep working hard. Let's do 4 more. And 3 more. 2 more. And last one. Come on down, shake it out. Woo, give those legs a little bit of like a windshield wiper moment just to rest. And then just take 1 second to unite your soles of your feet and just let your inner thighs stretch out for a moment. Awesome. All right, next order of business, we will be doing kind of, basically, we're gonna be lifting up and then lowering down. So if that feels like a lot, you can lift up to whatever level or range of motion works for you and then lower down. If you feel like you can go all the way up, then you're gonna come to seated, sit up nice and tall, and then lower down vertebrae by vertebrae. So either one works, right? You can either be here or what I showed before. And then we're probably gonna come onto our backs for some work on our backs. I mean, come onto our stomachs for work on our backs. Sit nice and tall. Lower down with control. Nice and tall again. Let's do 2 more of these. And this is our last one. So let's all find our way onto our stomachs. All right, so we are here. We're gonna start and put our head on our hands as a pillow. You can have your forehead down. I'm just trying to talk, so hence not doing that. And what we're gonna do is take our legs like a little bit wider than hip width, but not quite as wide as the mat. And then we're gonna press, thinking about pressing our hip bones into the mat. And then we're gonna use our glutes and our quads a bit to lift that leg up and then lower. Then lift the other one up and lower. So it's a small movement, but there's a lot of work that's going into it. And let's ratchet it up a little bit faster, not faster, but like more intense by lifting them both. While you're here, it's always a good idea to remind yourself to keep your shoulders down and away from your ears, just because it's a good habit to be into, even though we're not really focusing on that body part. Now we're gonna do little scissors. So we're gonna open and close while we're staying lifted. Pressing those hip bones, the SAS bones into the mat, and out and in. And bring those legs down and take a rest. We're gonna take our arms now, and first we're just gonna press up into a very little baby cobra, just to kind of adjust to that range of motion. And come on down. And now we are going to lift ourselves and then do some swimming arms. So we're gonna come up, swim, 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 and then come down. Let's do that one more time. Rise up. 3 swimming arms. and lower. Come on up, and let's stay up this time. So we're gonna maintain with our core. And you don't have to go far. You could be here, just lifting up your chest, and you're still working the same muscles. And my feet are staying on the ground. Last 5, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently lower down. Let's take the legs up so that my soles of my feet are touching, and I'm taking my legs a little wider apart, almost as wide as the mat, pressing my hip bones in. And this time we're just gonna lift and lower. So we're not moving a lot, just tiny little baby lifts. Keep going, keep pressing those hip bones into the mat for your stability and protection of your back. Let's do 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, last 1. And then take those legs out. And then we're just gonna extend arms and legs into a Superman and go swimming for a little bit, put a different stroke this time. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Take those hands under your shoulders. Push yourself back into a child's pose, or a shell stretch is also called, to round that back. A little more time. All right, let's come on up. To a seated position. And we'll do let's do something else that's kind of more dynamic, and I think it's always fun. So we're gonna do our like rollbacks, where we start in this boat position essentially, and then we roll back and then lift. Reminder, we can keep our feet on the ground and still engage the abs if we don't want to do the balance. We can be in tabletop, or we can be in straight legs as well. Any variant is great. So pick whichever one makes you happy, makes you feel challenged. I shouldn't say happy, makes you feel challenged, but is not too much. And let's do some of those. Roll back. Come on up. Shoulders down and back. Just slight curve in your lower spine, so that part's not perfectly straight, but then the rest of your spine is nice and long. These are fun to end with because they're kind of playful. Oops. You can also try taking your hands off, because there's a way that you can hold on to them for support, but there's also a nice challenge of just letting go. Let's do just a couple more. Let's do 2 more. And then our last one will stay up. Hold. Let's lower one leg, straighten the other. Hold that. Lower that leg. Straighten the other one, hold that one up. And take a nice relaxed moment. Awesome. Let's take our legs out into a straddle and we'll just do some stretches. So arms out nice and straight. If you find that you're sitting back, leaning back, that might mean that your legs are out too far. And if you sit them in a little bit less wide, that will enable you to sit up taller. So we're gonna stretch over to one side, nice and long. Definitely feel some engagement and stretching since we did all that core work. Take it on up. Let's take the other arm up nice and long. Stretch it on over to the side. Gently turn towards one of your legs. Put your hand on the outside and feel a little twist in the body. And then lower yourself in that same plane of motion. Come on up. Other side. Grab the outside of that leg, take a twist. And then lower down. Let's come back up. Let's bring the legs in. You can shake them out a little bit. Let's bring them to a butterfly, just to vary it up a bit. I'm taking my feet a fairly good distance away from myself though, so like they're not like right up against me. I'm giving myself some space. Sitting up nice and tall. Take the arms up, move your head, and then let one drop to the back, one drop to the opposite knee, and let's do a bit of a deeper twist. Bring the arms back up. Let's drop and twist to the other side. And let's just quickly, we're at 1:30, but let's just take a quick moment to do a little cat-cow and anything you need to move or adjust. Sometimes after you've done a lot of stuff, you might need to like round it out, or maybe you just need to move something. So take a second and do whatever your body feels like it needs. And then let's take one more lift up, nice and tall, and bring it on down. Awesome. Thank you all so much for coming.
Thanks, Julie.
Have a good rest of the day. See you all soon.
You too.
Bye. Thank you. You're welcome. Good to have you. Bye. Stop recording.